As everyone looks towards the door, suddenly some bodyguards and police enter the house. Along with them, Manav also arrives. When the police say they are arresting Mrs. Rao, everyone is taken aback. Manav also drops another bombshell about being Sia's legal guardian and adopting her. As everyone starts to understand the situation, they are at a loss for how to react and what to do, as Manav has left them with no options. Just then, as the police send a lady constable forward to arrest Mrs. Rao, she starts to lash out at her and tries to get herself released. Seeing her act this way, everyone first tells her to stay calm. After that, Mr. Rao looks at the inspector and says, "Look, Inspector, I think there has been some misunderstanding. This is our family matter, and we will resolve it ourselves. You don't need to get involved in this. I hope you understand what I am saying." Hearing this, the inspector finds himself in a dilemma, as on one hand, he knows the power of the Alav family well, and on the other, he has the sword of Manav Bajaj hanging over his head. One wrong move, and his life could be over. Poor man was so scared that he started sweating. He couldn't figure out what to do, whom to listen to and whom not to. If he refused anyone, it would seem like he was siding with them. On one side was a well, and on the other was a pit. His life was definitely at stake. That's why he takes a look at the Rao family, but as soon as his eyes fall on Manav, who looks like Yama, he realizes what decision he has to make. So, without caring about the Rao family, he orders the handcuffing of Mrs. Rao. Seeing this, Ragini couldn't let such a good opportunity slip away to create a good image in front of Manav. So, she immediately steps in front of Mrs. Rao and says, "No one is taking my mother anywhere. She hasn't done anything wrong." Then, looking at Siya, she says, "Until now, I have tolerated everything you have done. But now you are crossing your limits. You want to get my mother arrested. Do you know what could happen if that happens? The name, respect, and reputation that my mother has built in society could be shattered in minutes. Do you have any idea how big of a problem this could create for our family?" Ram steps forward and looks at Siya calmly and lovingly, saying, "Look, Siya, I know that what is happening is wrong. But you should think about this once. No matter what, she is your mother. Would you feel good if this happens to her? So, this time, forgive her. Next time, I will personally ensure that this never happens again. Will you give me a chance this time?" Siya glances at him but does not relent. She just sits quietly next to Manav, appearing as if she hasn't heard what Ram and Ragini just said. Seeing this, Naksha gets a bit irritated and says, "Look, Siya, we are saying that this won't happen again. Why are you making such a big deal out of this small matter? And in all this, you have hurt not just your enemy, but yourself as well. I think this much drama is enough for today, so tell the inspector to leave. You will not file any case, only looking at his grandfather," he says, "Grandfather, please explain this to her." Saying this, everyone looks at Grandfather with hopeful eyes. Grandfather was at a loss for words. So, at that moment, he thought it best to remain silent and said nothing. Siya looks at Manav and says, "Grumpy." I immediately go to her and say, "What happened, darling? Do you need something? Do you want to say something?" At this, everyone's eyes light up. They all think Siya has agreed to their words, so a sense of peace spreads across their faces. But our Siya doesn't let it last long. She continues, "I want to go home. I am tired. Can we go home?" With her words, it seems we are coming back to the circle. Then, after thinking for a moment, I lift her straight into my arms and start heading outside. By now, the inspector had already put handcuffs on Mrs. Rao. Manav ignores what is happening around him and starts to take Siya outside. Even then, Ram knows one thing. No matter what, she is family. You shouldn't do this. Hearing this, Manav just glances at them, and his one look forces everyone standing there to feel scared. No one had the courage to say anything. Their supporters from Durg start following them. Then, after thinking for a moment, he stops and looks at all of them. "You just said that she is family, even if just by name. So, I will ask you one question. Where was this family when I was being tortured, beaten? What kind of family is this?" Everyone standing there looks at him as if they are hearing something new for the first time. No one reacts or says anything, and Dhruv leaves from there. The rest of the family members fall into thought about why this was happening in Durg. The police also take Mrs. Rao with them. No one can do anything. Mrs. Rao was to be kept in jail for about 4 days, and Manav had made sure that she neither got bail nor received any special treatment inside the jail. He had instructed that Mrs. Rao be kept with women who were in jail for cases of assault, theft, and similar offenses. The inspector followed his orders exactly. "You all tell me, what will happen to Mrs. Rao in these 4 days? Will she realize her mistake? Or will her family save her? Will Siya ever be able to forgive the Rao family? Will she forget what happened to her